You are in the right place watching this video in three cases. The first one is that you never started a body transformations. There's so many information out there and you don't know what to do to start off. Well, this is for you. The second case will be if you have tried different diets or programs, but the results you're looking for are not coming yet. And the last one, and it's probably the worst, you have lost the weight during your diet or program that you've tried, but you gain it all back. Well, maybe there's a better way of having a body transformation that lasts for a long time. First of all, it's not your fault if you feel stuck, because the information of how to transform your body, it's everywhere. You can hear everything, and there's a big overload of informations that can either leave you paralyzed or just not knowing where to begin with all these informations out there. And if you've tried before with disappointing results or were successfully losing weight but regain it back like we said just earlier, well, know this, it's not that you have failed, is that you haven't been following a science-backed process that works with your body rather than against it. The human body is designed to burn fat very efficiently and transform when given the right signal. Many have struggled just like you because they've been missing the key elements that make permanent changes possible. And the reason I'm explaining that to you is because I know exactly where you are, because I've been there myself. In 2024, I hit a plateau. It was very frustrating because I stayed there for months and months and I was trying different things, trying to get leaner. I was trying to get harder on the gym. I was eating clean, or at least I thought I was eating clean. I was going to the gym 4 to 6 times a week at least, and I was doing cycling in the weekends. And despite all my effort, I felt like my body just refused to get leaner, and instead the scale numbers just kept on moving up. I ended up injuring myself in the end of 2024 because I was not listening to my body. And so between the physio, the chiros, and everything that I've tried to heal myself, it cost me hundreds of dollars of just staying in the same place for months, spending the money, not being able to see any result at all. And my mental health as well took a hit, because obviously when you get used to go to the gym, to get a breath out of your daily life, and that's the moment you just by yourself, you're locked in and you enjoy what you're doing, and you can't do it anymore because your body is injured, well, that's one way to get a very vicious cycle and getting fat and don't seeing the result and just keep on building the wrong momentum. And so when finally I decided to make a big decision that will change everything in my life, I decided to put all my trust in Rihanna and science-backed approach. I asked her to create a program specifically designed for me and my body and the goals I was aiming to ask. So I didn't want any more guesswork, no more pushing in the wrong direction. I want to make sure that my training was personalized to what I want to look like and my food as well. When she told me I needed to follow a meal plan or track my calories that I'd never done before, I was very skeptical, and I resisted for a couple of weeks until I understand all the benefits from it. So she educated me and she explained in ways that made me understand not only what I needed to do, but why doing those things will help me to reach my goals. And this changed everything for me. I was not following others blindly, but I was understanding and educating myself to get where I wanted to go. And that is something very important to understand as well, because when you start to get the result, this is just a massive boost of motivation to keep going, do better, and get a virtuous cycle. And like you can see on the picture, in just 8 weeks, just 4 kilos, that's not that much, but look at the difference on my body. Even the look on my face has changed as well, because now that I'm getting the result that I wanted to, I'm just getting more self-confidence, self-trust. I'm more self-accountable because I proved to myself that yes, I needed to get someone to keep me accountable, but I was able to do it. And now we want to offer the same opportunity for you. As the first client of this program, I can tell you this is a truly life-changing. Coming from someone who for a long time insisted on figuring out everything by myself, I can now tell you that having someone that have a science-backed background and strategies that create system that build around you and made for you, that will be life-changing. So get ready to learn about nutrition, training, all the support and accountability that's making a big change for your body transformation.
Hi everybody, and thank you for the introduction. So my name is Rihanna and I am the head coach of Elevate Fitness and Nutrition. I'm a nationally recognized nutritionist and an accredited exercise scientist, and I've worked in the health industry for a number of years in positions ranging from working with professional athletes through to seniors with musculoskeletal conditions. While I love working with a range of people, my passion has always been educating others around nutrition and exercise. In particular, I love working with people to design their own nutrition and exercise plans that work for their lifestyles and their body, helping them to debunk all of the myths that they've believed for years and empowering them to become a healthier, stronger version of themselves. Look at what's happened with Killian. For months, we focused on the foundations, on getting his body into a healthy place and building muscle. Then, when it was time for a fat loss phase, in just 8 weeks, he lost 4 kilos of fat while preserving just about all of his hard-earned muscle. He was still able to eat foods that he enjoyed. And although he did feel some hunger, he was able to get to his end goal with his body responding well. Now, let me ask you something. If I could do for you what I did for Killian, helping you break through your plateau, lose the fat that's been resistant to everything else you've tried, and set your body up for long-term success, wouldn't you be at least a little bit interested to hear more? We are about to take a deep dive into the essentials of health and the foundations which our business revolves around. This is really where we're going to give you so much information to get you closer to your goals, so make sure to listen up. As I've said a couple of times already, and I'm sure Killian said it too, this is a plan designed around you, for you, not a generic one. Let's start off with nutrition. If you have ever tried eating as little as possible to lose body fat, you've probably felt that fatigue, that loss of energy, and eventually the frustration of seeing progress stall despite all of your efforts. I had a co-worker who was constantly on some kind of diet to lose weight, and she felt like she was suffering throughout the entire process. The worst part was she never stayed at her target weight. A few months after finishing the diet, the weight would always come back on and she would just be looking for the next diet to start. The sad truth is people who yo-yo diet like this often end up being in a worse place than when they started. As seen in a recent review of the current literature titled Weight Loss Strategies and the Risk of Skeletal Muscle Mass Loss when Dieting, if you are not getting high amounts of protein and doing effective resistance training, you lose muscle. This means your metabolism is going to reduce, and you're also not going to get the strong, lean look that you are after at the end of your fat loss phase. Unfortunately, a 2025 review titled Physiology of Weight Regain After Weight Loss, Latest Insights, found that most people will regain the weight that they lost 1 year post-diet. And the more you diet on as fewer calories as possible, the easier it becomes to regain weight because you have lost muscle mass and you haven't learned how to sustain your results. The key to long-term success is to get out of that all or nothing diet mindset and instead focus on lifestyle changes and learning how to implement these long-term. Most people can actually lose weight. It's doing it smartly and maintaining the results over time that is the challenge. With the Health OS program, we teach you more about all of this. This method has 3 steps where we go extremely in depth to make a plan that is right for your body and your lifestyle. And the whole time we are teaching you as much as you want to learn. Step 1 is to prepare. Think of this phase as pulling back the arrow on a bow. The more we prepare now, the further you're going to be able to go. We make sure your body is in a healthy, responsive state. You may start at a maintenance phase, a health phase, or a body recomp phase. It could be for a couple of weeks or it could be much longer, depending on where you are physically and mentally. During this time, we focused on setting up great habits, teaching you about healthier choices, and getting you into a regular training routine. Step 2 is the implement phase. This is the part where we let the arrow go. You might go into a fat loss phase or you might go into a build phase, depending on whether the priority is to lose fat, i.e. be a smaller version of yourself, or build muscle, i.e. reshape and redefine your body. This is where we put into practice all of those habits and the knowledge that we've built up for the best results and the healthiest state of mind. Step 3 is to maintain. This is the stage where we pull back to breathe and assess progress. This may look like a diet break before you keep going in fat loss. It may look like a maintenance or a health phase in between fat loss and a build or specialization phase, or it may look like teaching you how to live maintenance before you go off and implement everything that you have learned by yourself. This exact process is going to look different for everybody as we take into account your schedule, your activity levels, your starting spot, your current habits and experience, your health, and so much more. Throughout these steps, you may track your food, you might follow a meal plan, have a flexible meal plan, or you may simply learn how to estimate and make smart swaps. It's all based on your abilities, your goals, and what you're willing to do. Either way, we'll take out the stress and the guesswork of nutrition and teach you so much about it, both through online videos, in our one-to-one check-ins, and through messages. Our goal is to make simple, sustainable changes that bring you results that you can understand and maintain. Next up is effective training. If you have always believed that spending hours on a treadmill or elliptical was the only, or even the best, way to burn fat and get the look you want, get ready for a wake-up call. The research is clear. While cardio is a valuable tool for overall physical and mental health, to get a different look to your current physique, you will need to shape it. To get a different look to your current physique, you will need to reshape it through building muscle. This doesn't mean that you're going to look like a bodybuilder, rather you will just look fit and toned rather than just a smaller version of yourself as you are now. Plus, muscle is a metabolically active tissue, meaning that the more you have, the greater your metabolism is going to be. Aside from that, resistance training is important for health as well, to help strengthen your bones and keep you moving well, in addition to helping you burn more calories at rest after your training session has finished. We work with you to incorporate resistance training into your weekly routine and possibly cardio as well, depending on your hobbies, your goals, and whether you actually enjoy it. The type and the amount that we program will look different to everybody, depending on your body proportions and how you move, your current training experience, your time available, and your mindset around training. Think of it this way. To get the body that you want, training shapes your body and nutrition reveals it. They need to work together to get the results that you're after. And this is often why clients haven't been happy with their results in the past before working with us, because they've been focused on nutrition or cardio, but not both proper training and nutrition together. Now, if you are wanting to learn more about how we program, then stick around to the end because we do have something for you. Now, you might be wondering, is this really different to what I've tried before? Because I've already tried all of it and nothing has worked long term. That is a great question. It's exactly what makes our approach unique. The secret isn't in some miracle diet or extreme workout. It lies in our coaching method, a system designed to give you ongoing support and real-time adjustments, no matter what life throws at you. We start with an in-depth analysis of your challenges and your experience, your current habits, your body and your overall health, and your lifestyle. And this isn't a one-time thing, it evolves with you. Every day we have check-ins and messaging options, and each week we have a one-to-one consultation to go through challenges, successes, and any questions you have, as well as teaching you new ways to approach nutrition and training. We're next to you all the time. You'll never feel stuck or left behind again. Our system gives you direct access to us, ready to answer your questions, support you emotionally, or make real-time adjustments to your journey. Whether it's a food question, a dip in motivation, or perhaps a necessary shift in direction, we are here. No more isolation or endless waiting for answers that never come. We prioritize you. Our goal isn't to make you dependent on us, but to equip you with everything that you need for a lifelong transformation. You're going to build a healthy, intuitive relationship with your body, far beyond just a number on the scale. Now you can see this is not a generic solution. It is a deep, personalized journey. If you try to put all of this together on your own or go to multiple different specialists, it would cost a fortune and take a huge amount of time. Now, at this stage, you may have a few questions. Let's hand back to Killian to go through them together.
Yes, you might be wondering, what if I've tried before? I've lost the weight, but I gain it back straight away. It's not a sign of personal failure. It's valuable data. It tells us that something was missing in your system and we just need to figure out what was it so we can prevent it to happen again. And now you might think that you don't have time to go to the gym because you have a full-time job, you have a husband or a wife, you've got kids, you've got friends to catch, you've got projects here and there, holidays, and you don't think that you can spend 2 hours per day at the gym to do what you're supposed doing. But guess what? You probably need about 20 to 45 minutes, a couple of times a week workouts. And yes, that's all you need to do. So to get where you want to be, you will need to make changes. And there will be some compromises to make, of course, but it's up to you to decide what they are. Or what about the tracking the macro? Because like I said earlier, that was something I was very skeptical about before, and I've resisted for weeks before I started. But we work with options, all right? So it's great to track for a period of time because you're gonna learn so much about how nutrition works and what the food you eat have as an impact on your body. However, rather than tracking, you can follow meal plan that we can make for you as well, or use a flexible meal plan where you have different options as well that you can choose along the way. However, if you do have the ability to track for a period of time, I highly recommend it because like I said, yeah, it teaches you so much more than just tracking calories. It's improve your nutrition literacy. We teach you the way to make it more simple and easy, and after a week or two, you only need to spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes each evening on it, and I'm sure if you're motivated enough to get a body transformation, you can spend 5 or 10 minutes on that. And if you hate it even more than me, well, guess what? There is some meals options as well. We're working with a meal plan, so we provide every single thing. We do the hard work. We're calculating every single ingredient that you will need during your day and providing to you with a shopping list at the start of the week. So it's everything more simple. You don't need to do everything by the hard way. And if you don't see any price information, so how much cost our program, this is normal because like we've been saying, we work with a neutral personalized approach. And so by saying that, we can't actually provide the price on a house if we don't know the location of it, how many floors do you want to build on, how many rooms, how many bathrooms, how big is the living room, etc., etc. So because everything is personalized to you, we don't have a price to give you right now. This is why, if you want to have more information, if you want to move on in the next couple of weeks, you have two choices. You can contact us on this phone number 0448 or you can click on the button below this video to book your call when it's the best for you. This consultation is completely free. We found out that most of the nutritionists charge around $200 for the first consultation, so we have made the choice of giving it for free. So we are setting you up on the right path to start your journey and actually get the result that you're aiming for. Now, this being said, we don't work with everyone. We have limited ourselves to only 5 new clients per month because we decided to put quality over the quantity of clients. We prefer to work hand to hand with you to bring you the best result, the best services, and do the hard work for you the best possible. If you're not sure what to do next, how to move on to your goals, or actually have a proper strategy to lose the weight you wanted to lose, or build the muscles you want to build, well, contact us at this phone number 0448 388 070. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you soon.